Hi Aries, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for the month of October 2018. I'm using the 2-row spread. This will be the side for you and this will be the side for your ex-partner. We also have a card at the centre to act as a central issue, and we're also going to take a look at the card at the bottom of the deck. So Aries, the card you've got at the centre is the Queen of Cups. Now, it could be here to suggest that, maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. But the fact that it's this central issue here, while it could be, as I said, that you are dealing with a water sign, but for a lot of you it could be here to suggest that either one of you is maybe very emotional, okay? Or because the Queen of Cups, she's very in tuned to her emotions. She allows, she makes her decisions based on how she's feeling emotionally. She's very loving and she's very caring and she's very giving and nurturing. But the thing with her is she can be swayed by her emotions. Now, the other aspect here as well with the Queen of Cups is she is very intuitive. So it may be that, again, either one of you, and this can apply, if you're cross-watching, that maybe either one of you need to listen to your intuition, maybe, listen to that gut instinct. Now, in terms of the present moment, you, Aries, have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, he's the slowest moving knight. And he always reaches his destination. He always gets, the desired results. But the thing is, it is at a much slower pace. So it could be here to indicate, Aries, that maybe you are, thinking about your ex-partner. Maybe you're thinking about approaching them, making contact. But it may be that at this moment you're just not, it may feel that it's not the right time. But if we flip it, it could be that this is the energy of your ex-partner. That, you are waiting on communication from them, and you may very well have been waiting for some time. Now, on their side, they also have a knight. They have the Knight of Swords. Now, this knight is one of the quickest knights, and he comes charging in with something to say. So, for some of you, again, it could be here to indicate that this, in the month of October, you may very well hear from your ex. It doesn't have to be, face-to-face communication. It could always be, via text or a phone call. And the Knight of Pentacles, as I said, could be here to suggest that you've been waiting for communication, but it's felt as though you've been waiting for some time. Now, moving down to what you're both thinking or feeling, or, even actions to be taken, you here have the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups is about choices. And it's about making that right choice. So, Aries, is it here to indicate for some of you that you indeed do have other options when it comes to love and romance, relationships? Is it here to suggest that on some level you feel as though your ex is keeping you as an option? But the other side of the Seven of Cups, it deals with fantasies and illusions. And, you know, not allowing ourselves to get caught up in our own fantasies and illusions, or indeed, you know, those illusions that sometimes other people can present to us. Making sure that we're dealing with the facts here, okay? Making sure that if communication is coming through from your ex, that what they're telling you is the facts. Now, on their side, they do have the Emperor. Now, this is your card, Aries. So it could be here for some to suggest that, you know, that they're thinking about you, the Aries. But the thing with the Emperor is he can be very domineering. He can be controlling. He likes to be in charge. He rules his empire. And I kind of feel that for some of you, you're dealing with somebody that when it comes to this relationship that you've had with them, they were the more dominant one. They were the one that, as I said, was more controlling. Whether you're dealing with a female or a male, I feel that they were the more dominant. They're the ones that like to make the majority of the decisions when they're in a relationship. Now, moving down to the outcome. For you, Aries, if I can pick it up, you got the Star card. And the Star card's lovely. You know, it is about having faith and trusting that everything is going to work out. It's also a card of healing. Maybe needing to heal, you know, yourself over things that have taken place, but maybe for some of you here to indicate that in the month of October, a healing process can start to take place between you and your ex. The next card you got is the Three of Wands. And, you know, to get the Three of Wands, we've had to have come from the Two of Wands. And the two is about being at that crossroads and needing to make a decision on which path we need to go down. What path do we want to go down? Then we get to the Three of Wands. So our decision is made. We've made our choice here. And now we're waiting to see the results. So, you know, I feel that, you know, for you, you've made your decision here. You know, your ex is whom you've chosen to be with, whom maybe you're choosing to wait on, okay? Maybe some of you have been waiting for some time, like I said with that Knight of Pentacles there. Maybe again, because the Three of Wands is a card about waiting. So maybe, you know, needing to go through this healing process, waiting for that to complete. Now, the next card you got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the thing with the Nine of Pentacles, it can talk about a single person. And it talks about, but the main focus of the Nine of Pentacles, it's not there to describe that somebody, you know, is necessarily single. It's there to describe that the person in the card, you know, is doing okay. You know, yes, about having, you know, being successful, but whatever successes have come, you know, to this lady, she's done them off of her own back. You know, she's managed to achieve things. Also, when I look at the Nine of Pentacles, I feel it can be about sometimes creating this little world, this little environment that's going to bring you fulfillment and happiness here. You know, it almost feels on some level that if you've been dealing with an ex-partner who has been in charge, if you like, who has been maybe domineering and controlling. And I don't use those words in such a negative way to make them sound bad. But you do often find in relationships that one person tends to take the lead more than the other. But it may be that for you now, you know, maybe you have created an environment that you're happy in. And, you know, if you and your ex are going to get back together, then there may be things that they're going to have to accept within your environment. It may not be all on their terms now. But the final card you got, Aries, is the Sun. So the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot. You know, it brings rejuvenation to a relationship. You know, it energizes things. But also the Sun brings clarity. Now, on their side, they've got the King of Pentacles. So maybe for some of you, if you're not dealing with a water sign, maybe for some of you, you're dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I don't really feel that this King of Pentacles has showed up on their side to indicate that they're one of those signs. I feel again it may be a description of their characteristics. Now the King of Pentacles, when it comes to finances, when it comes to business and work, you know, they're very good. He's very good when it comes to those matters. And he's also very focused on, you know, finances and work. But again, I often find that when we're talking about the King of Pentacles, and this is for me personally, my opinion, that we can often talk about somebody that can be quite stubborn, that is very grounded. And also somebody that, you know, they want to put roots down. They want security. The next card they got is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is a card of, you know, yes, mental stress. We've come from the Three of Swords to get to the Four. The Three of Swords, it talks about heartbreak, having been through something that has been very challenging, that may have brought some sadness. So it could be here to indicate that maybe, you know, that is what your ex-partner at the moment is healing, you know, and is going through this process. It may just be here to indicate that there's been a lack of communication between you both. But with that Knight of Swords up there, communication is going to take place. I just feel, again, what it could be for some of you is that if we're not talking about your ex, you know, coming from this sadness and this heartbreak, it could be, if we've got this King of Pentacles there, that for them, they have been very focused on their work. And maybe there have been some issues with them when it comes to work or finances. Because the Four of Swords, it talks about mentally feeling very stressed, feeling exhausted, worn out. So it could be here to talk about, you know, the way they're feeling due to things that are external to you and them. But the next card they got is the Ace of Cups. So we've got the Holy Grail here, okay, when it comes to love. The Ace is a new beginning. So new emotions, new feelings. So once again, if they've come from the Three of Swords with this heartbreak and sadness, and they've needed this time out with this Four of Swords, then we've got this new beginning coming through here with the Ace of Cups. And the final card they've got is the Ten of Pentacles. For me, the Ten of Pentacles it talks more about the family, okay? It talks about, you know, finances being good, relationships, shared finances, shared home. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. So again, you know, when it comes to finances and home and family, we've got the 10 there. The 10 of Cups here is, you know, complete emotional fulfillment, joy and happiness. You know, the last cards here with the Sun, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, they're very positive cards. You know, obviously this is a general reading. Not every Aries is going to reconcile in the month of October. It may be that not every Aries wants to reconcile. But, you know, in terms of those that want reconciliation, that are, you know, going to help in that process, it does look very positive. So Aries, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you and take care. Bye.